Hi guys, today I'll be covering up lecture number 14 when it comes to our AI agents playlist. So let's get started guys. Today we'll be covering trimming and filtering. In the last lecture I gave you detailed walkthrough of trimming and filtering, why it is used, how it is used, and today we'll be implementing this in Langgraph. So guys, first of all let's just try to set up the LLM. So let's just try to set up the LLM. So guys, I'm using cursor. I've told you previously also that for this course I'll be using cursor in order to do the coding. So set up the LLM. So guys, what we need to do is first of all import OS, and guys once we've imported OS we need to import .env as well. So from .env we can load .env. Yes, so everything that's available in our .env file is accessible now. So now next thing guys we need to set up is our environment variable for Google API key. So let's just have it out. Google API key. So we are good till here, and I think this code is being written in Markdown. So let's just cancel this, run it, and change it to Python py. Yeah, guys. So we have done this. So it's giving me an error. What is the error? So I think must be my spelling would have been wrong. So let's just fix it. os.environment, run it. Okay, so it's not able to find it. So actually guys, this is not Google API key. I think this is Gemini API key. Okay, now guys, as you know that we've been using LangChain, so let's just try to import the Google LangChain module. So from LangChain Google, import this, and we are using this model. So guys, this is how we set up the LLM via LangChain. I'm coding live in front of you. So it is saying cannot import it, so it must be. So actually guys, this is now changed. This is generative AI. Now let's just try to use it. Now let's just try to fix this code. So guys, are we able to set up the LLM or not? So it's kind of taking more time. Your credentials were not found to set up default credentials. Okay, why is this error coming guys? So guys, actually the thing is in my .env file it is Gemini. So here it should be Google API key is Google API key, but here it should be Gemini. So guys, this is very normal kind of errors. Okay, I will be covering everything here only so that you also get to learn debugging as well while watching lectures live. Now guys, let's just use it llm.invoke what is AI, and let's just print the content. So guys, we are able to make a successful LLM call. Okay, so this is how you set up LLM. Everything I'm showing you from scratch. We'll be coding it up live only. So this is pretty much it. So this is like a simple question. This is the simple response which we get simply using LangChain. Now guys, let's move to the next section. What is the next section is to guys just set up some messages, right? So we'll be setting up two kinds of messages. One is human message and another is AI message, right? So this is not very difficult at all. We've been doing it over and over again. Let's just try to bring it over here. So see guys, here we have set up two things, AI message. So you like AI, human message? Yes, I love AI, but how to learn AI? Please give me a roadmap, and the name is Aditya. And now guys, we are just printing it. Is it clear guys? I don't think you have any doubts. Let's just move ahead. The next thing guys that we need to do is we perhaps need to we can use our LLM in order to invoke it. Okay, so let's just use our LLM dot invoke messages and response. Let's print response dot content. So see guys, you're able to see it is able to give you response, right, based on the fact that this is AI message, this is human message. So both of these things, okay, your AI message as well as the human message went as input to your LLM, and your LLM was able to give you an response. Now this is pretty much clear, very normal, nothing too great out here. We have a response, and it is given us a detailed response. If you want to see in a text editor, you can see it in a text editor as well. So it's a big response, but that is probably okay. Now guys, that part is done. Once this part is done, that means you're able to see how we are able to set up messages and use it via LangChain, and essentially how we need to just like start initializing our LLM and use it. So we've been doing this across our lectures a lot. Now let's move to the next part of the things. The next part of the things is creating a simple graph, guys. So we'll be creating a simple graph. So first let's try to import all the necessary modules. So we have been doing this across all things. So we have defined nodes. So what are nodes, guys? Nodes are units of work that can be executed in a graph. Okay, and these are nothing in simple terms. These are Python functions. That's pretty much it, guys. Just try to remember it this way. So we have created a chat model node who's going to take state as message state, and then messages invoke state messages. So guys, obviously I have told you in my last lecture, always you need to start by what? You need to start by defining a state. Okay, this is essentially very important. And what is state? State is nothing, it's just input schema, and your input schema is messages state, which is something that Langgraph is giving us and we are using it, right? It's a sort of a list you can consider. Now guys, we are done till here. Now we need to construct a graph. So guys, graph construction is not very difficult, it's very simple. Only thing is you need some sort of boilerplate code. So I've been providing you that. You just need to add nodes, and so you're adding a node that has this Python function associated with it over here. And then guys, we are adding an edge. So edges are something that connects node. Okay, let me write here as well, so once if you're revising you can get there. So edges is the connection between nodes, and add node. So we are adding chat model dot node. Then guys, our first is that start is going to be connected to chat model, and then it's pretty much end. Okay, now this is basic LLM, guys. We've been doing this uh, in a lot of lectures, so we can simply just use the graph and work it out. Nothing magical in here. So guys, you're able to see you got a detailed response. You like AI? Yes, I love AI. But how to learn about it? Please give me a roadmap. And here is like a detailed roadmap which it has given you. If you want to see the full response, you can go in a text editor. So human message and stuff, and your AI message. Okay, this is normal, right? We've been doing this in our entire course, and we are good till here. There's no magic till now. That's happening. Now guys, last time I discussed with you challenges which we'll be facing, right? If we'll keep on parsing in the entire conversation, I'll mention these challenges. Points if we pass the entire conversation. Conversation, SATION. So guys, we'll have high cost because our tokens will be used high, so we'll have high latency, we'll have high memory usage, that's also true, high cost, high token usage. So guys, try to remember these points. These are essentially very important points, that if you pass the entire conversation in an LLM, you would be forced to give higher cost, since in every LLM call you'll be making more number of you'll be using more tokens. You'll have high latency since your prompt length has essentially become large, and you will be spending high tokens, so that's pretty much associated with it. Now guys, all you need to do is a simple trick. Okay, very simple trick. And that's where guys, LangChain, last time I shown you how to filter and do stuff, right? This is how LangChain asks you to filter stuff. So just try to see what they are saying. They are saying that you need to use this abstract functionality of remove message. Okay, now this is what they are talking about. So you're defining a node, filter messages, again state, message state. So we've been talking about state a lot, nothing, it's just an input schema. Now guys, you need to write this function, that is remove message, m id is equal to m dot id for m in state messages, and delete all but only take the recent two messages. So guys, this code, okay, this code, what it is doing, it is going to just take the most recent two messages. So if you are able to understand this, so it is taking the most recent messages. So guys, let's just try to put it in a chatbot as well and try to understand this. Can you explain this so that you can understand better how to learn while coding as well? So you can just ask an LLM, can you explain with an example? So I think GPT-4 O mini should be fine for this task. It's not a very difficult task, we just need some explanation. So guys, see, so essentially this function takes the current state of messages and create a list of remove message objects of all messages except the last two. So you can just like document it here as well, that what it's doing, that this function takes the current state of messages and returns a list of remove messages, since message state is list and remove messages is also in background list only, and it just removes all messages except for the last two. So this portion is essentially responsible for giving you the last two messages. And guys, then we are doing nothing, we are just trying to creating a chat mode model node that's going to invoke the state of messages, and the state of messages would get updated because we'll be using the most two recent messages. So if we run this thing, so start, so first we'll be filtering the conversation and then it would go to the chat model and then it's going to be ended. So guys, you are able to see, right, how you can effectively use cursor as well, you can use other tools as well, but I just wanted to give you a glimpse of raw programming as well in this course so that you can understand and effectively code systems yourself as well. So guys, we are able to filter messages, like in order to get the two most recent stuff. And then guys, a simple chat model node we are creating wherein the LLM is going to invoke the current state of messages. Now we are creating a graph. So guys, simple, define the graph and then start with defining the schema, and then guys just start here, right, just create nodes. That's pretty much it, right? So we have created two nodes, two Python function, and then just join all nodes with the help of edges and then compile everything and your graph is ready guys. Now we are good till here. Now guys, let's just try to invoke it. Okay, so let's just try to invoke this thing. What will happen guys? So we have defined a message, hi. So the AI said, so you said you were researching about AI, human message, yes I know about AI, but what other, so let's just reframe it, what other topics should I learn about? Now let's run it. So guys, see, this is what AI is doing. So let's just try to see in text messages. So a simple thing guys, you had your bot, okay, you had your human message, this is what we have defined, and guys here it really comes down to the AI message that is being generated. But one thing guys, you see, it just took the last two messages, it is not taking hi and hi, it is only taking so you said you were researching about AI, and it is able to give me the yes thing, and then based on these two messages it is generating the next message. Guys, are you able to understand how Langgraphs helps us abstractly implement stuff? And because of that guys, we are able to implement filtering. So let me just create a proper markdown for you guys, filtering the messages. Okay, so guys, this is the technique which you need to understand. This is so simple. Only thing you'd be using is this remove message feature and trying to give you the, because essentially we are dealing with list, message state is a list, remove message and backdrop is a list. So only thing is you need to use this -2 and get your stuff done. Now the only challenge is that for someone might be seeing it for the first time, it might look abstract, but that's how Langgraph is, guys. I wish I could have done it otherwise. I've shown you in vanilla Python also. In most of the cases, guys, vanilla Python also only wins, but for some 10-20% cases you might need to go by Langgraph, but it is an important skill to have, so that essentially if you look at the readme file as well, you will understand that most of the things that we have been doing essentially are covered over here. If you look at this thing, even till lecture 7 only, guys, these are primarily the techniques that you would be using to solve 70 to 80% of the challenges. Rest is all your innovation, but guys, sometimes you need to evaluate other things as well, right? Because some use cases might require only which can be in simple terms implemented by Langgraph, like this case. Okay, this case is equal on both sides, right? I would have chosen vanilla Python, but sometimes, guys, now the next case, guys, token level, like the next thing is interesting. Like, so we will be doing trimming. Now trimming, as I showed last time, told you, right? What we did was simple word level trimming, but trimming happens at what level, guys? Token level. So trimming happens at tokens level. Now this is a little easy to implement if you would just simply write just try to simply understand what Langgraph gives you, because the code is very simple, guys. But this is what Langgraph has given us. Simple, guys. We need to import the trim message thing, then we need to like define trim message, and then we need to like define the max tokens, and strategy is equal to last, so it's gonna take the last 100 and it's gonna just parse it to an LLM in that way only, and everything would be happening in background. You don't need to do anything. All you need to define is this node and then invoke it. Okay, that's the most simple thing that you need to do. Nothing. Okay, this is very simple, guys. Only thing here you need to just understand is that maybe there are few challenges in this functionality. I'll explain you what are those challenges, then you would understand it little better about trimming. So see, guys, here you just need to implement this functionality of trim function, which is given to you by LangChain. Create a node which uses this, and then build a graph and then solve it, okay, on your own. Now you will be saying that last time you were able to see hi got cancelled this time, so you were researching about AI. Yes, I know AI, that this was previous question. Now we added this thing name Lance and tell where Oscar lives. See, this code is doing this. Tell me where Oscars live, and now Oscar is also known as joint lives something something something. Now you're able to tell me, you are asking, sir, this is the entire chat only. Last time you said that last time we were able to see that hi got cancelled in filtering, but in trimming the functionality is very simple, because in backdrop everything is happening, so you don't need to worry about it. But you're telling that sir, here everything is being passed. So guys, this is not a problem, but this is the feature that in the message stream everything will be shown, but the call to LLM, okay, in the call to LLM that has been made just with the help of last 100 tokens only. So I know, guys, this will be little difficult to visualize. So how we would visualize this? So guys, next lecture I'll plan a lecture on introducing Langsmith. So LangChain we are using, Langgraph we are using. Now we'll use Langsmith, because now you're saying, sir, you are telling that only 100 tokens are being passed, but here, sir, in the chat history everything is being shown. So guys, this is not like some bug is there, everything is working fine. But that's how Langgraph is made, and that's why, guys, as you're able to see, it just adds a layer of complexity, right? You could just have a list. So let's just, like, in a simple thing, you can have a list. So let's just create a list of messages, right? Vanilla Python. Okay, let's just create a list of messages. So we'll manually create. Okay, we won't be going into this thing. Let's just create. We are defining something of our own only. Okay, guys, we are not trusting them. We are defining something of our own. So user, hi, I am Aditya. Bot, hello Aditya, how can I help you? So guys, this is a list of messages that I have created. Simply just imagine this is the conversation that is happening between the user and the bot. So is it iterable, guys? For I in list of messages, print I. Okay, it's iterable. So list of messages. So list of messages. Only thing we need to understand here is that if I'm gonna do one, it will give me the first message. Okay, if I'll do -1, it's gonna give me the last message. So what we need to do over here, guys, is that we just need to figure out one thing, that is that we need to just make sure that our list is just like able to take things, and if you're gonna do like this, so it's giving you all. But now you're able to see, right, this list comprehension thing you need to use, and you can just sort this up. Okay, so let's just try to get this thing in chat and ask it right here. So last three items in a list, Python code. So guys, see, sometimes you can just use normal chatting as well. So just make sure to select the right model so that the costing part of it as well as the environment part of it can be also taken care of. So if you want the last three messages, you just need to start by -3 and then end it fully. So see guys, only these three messages I have. Okay, and now these are the list of messages that I can just convert and pass into an LLM. So guys, in most cases this is what you would be doing, right? You won't be using or adding in complexity, that here you are not able to even see how things get broken down at a token level without a Langgraph. So sorry, without the Langsmith. So guys, things become a little complicated, but that's pretty much okay. You need to have understanding of a framework, because I think even this much knowledge about Langgraph is more than enough, guys, in order to create like workflows in your organizations. I'm very much of the opinion that first 7 lectures are more than enough. But guys, if you want to build very advanced systems and coding is becoming a challenge, then you would need to go for Langgraph, and we'll cover other frameworks as well as and when they are required. Okay, and we will cover it, everything will be covered in this playlist. So guys, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, and here you are able to see the entire story of the things. And even if you don't want any story, you can just like directly also get stuff done with a simple list comprehension. Okay, so thank you, and please subscribe to my YouTube channel.